Governor Pete Ricketts provides Nebraskans with the latest information regarding the state's response to the COVID-19 pandemic. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, Governor Pete Ricketts will now be providing daily afternoon updates to Nebraskans on the latest developments of the coronavirus and its impact on the state.
We're expanding our testing capacity. What the people of Nebraska should expect is that we are going to see more cases test positive. As we expand our testing, and I told you about the 100, we crossed the 100 line of the private labs yesterday, and as we expand our testing in the public health lab, as we do that, we will see more people get tested positive. That's nothing to be concerned about. We want to find the people who are testing for coronavirus so we can make sure we have the best data available. But as you can see from what the hospital CEOs here are talking about, is as we're expanding our testing, we're identifying more people, and as we have more people who are going to have the serious conditions that need that hospital care, we are also working to be able to expand that capacity to be able to take care of them. So again, we will see more people test positive as we expand testing. People should not be concerned by that. That's what we would expect to see happen. As we test more, we will find more.
For full video remarks, you can find this story on our website at kneb.com. Well, Nebraska lawmakers have advanced an $83.6 million emergency funding package to help fight the new coronavirus, as Governor Ricketts sought to assure the public that the state is well ahead of the curve compared to others in its response to the global pandemic. The new funding bill sailed through a key procedural vote in the legislature yesterday, with no lawmakers dissenting. Gering Senator John Stinner says the money will be transferred to the military department to fund Ricketts' new COVID-19 program.
This will separate expenditures for the COVID-19 outbreak from Program 192, which is used for flood damage and other disasters.
The package includes millions of dollars for personal protective equipment for local governments, lab testing at the University of Nebraska Medical Center, and an ultraviolet light box that would disinfect old face masks so health officials could reuse them. Well, straight ahead, it was a blustery day across the region today. What does the rest of the week have in store for us? Bill Boyer's got your full week forecast right after this.
Local lending. We're here for you from start to finish. Keeping money in our economy. Supporting local jobs. Giving back to our community. Investing in entrepreneurship. Making our quiet towns a destination. At Platte Valley Bank, we support local because we are local.
Winter is upon us, and while safety is an important consideration all year long, there are some auto maintenance and safety checks that are specific to winter driving. To be sure you don't end up a road popsicle, take your vehicle to High Tech Auto and let Terry's team help you get an upper hand on Old Man Winter.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Going to be dealing with some partly cloudy skies, and then skies get less cloudy as we go through the evening hours. So mainly cloudy here to start, and then less clouds as we get overnight. Temperatures fall down into the mid-30s. As we look at our headlines, winds are going to die down. That's good news. It's going to be really nice tomorrow. And then some rain and snow moves in late Thursday. It's even going to be more widespread on Friday. Could be looking at some accumulations. Right now, both rain and snow look like they're going to be on the table. 64, your high yesterday after a morning low of 22. Notice that low there. Record low not below zero for the first time we've had in a while as we get here into the latter half of March. 79 hundredths for the month. It's still just a few hundredths above normal and about a half an inch short of normal for the year. Temperatures are really mild here, 50s and 60s all across the Cornhusker State, near 70 at McCook. It's 59 in Norfolk, so not bad there. 57 in Kimball and in Sidney right now. It's 65 in Ogallala, 62 up in Chadron. Winds are still pretty gusty coming out of that west-northwest direction. So we're still ending up with the winds in that 15 to 20 mile an hour range at times. They should die down here over the next couple of hours. And there'll be a few passing showers along, more confined here to the northern portions of the area. Right along that Highway 20 area, we could be dealing with some rain, turning over to snow at times as well in those areas. Low temperatures tonight into the 30s here across the region. And for tomorrow, again, a persistent band here of some rain and snow showers along that Highway 20 area moves out as we get towards the middle part of the day. Wednesday, an afternoon shower, kind of like we've seen the last couple of days. It's not taking much heating to get things going. More widespread precip comes in, I think, Thursday night into Friday as that system finally pushes a bigger wave of energy here across the region. Highs are going to vary, upper 40s around Gordon, but over 60 in Sidney, 66 in Ogallala, so much warmer conditions right in the immediate area here as opposed off to the north. And they're going to be dealing with some decent moisture. As you take a look here at areas off to the north, maybe a half an inch of moisture or more right along, again, that Highway 20 area, Chadron over to Gordon. And they could be dealing with some snow, primarily any accumulating snow, I think, will be back towards Wheatland and Lusk in the high country there, and maybe up in the higher elevations at the Pine Ridge. That's about it for that area. Otherwise, we're going to be dealing with just partly cloudy skies here in our area. Can't rule out a few showers, decreasing winds tonight, lows down around 34. For tomorrow, same situation as an isolated afternoon shower. Primarily, it's going to be mainly sunny, not as windy tomorrow. 61 your high, and our 7-day forecast brings in a good chance of rain and snow starting Thursday night and then on into Friday. Friday, we may be only up to 43 for a high. And as you look at Saturday and into Sunday, temps rebound by Sunday into the 60-degree range, into the low 60s and mid-60s for Monday and Tuesday of next week. So we have a couple of iffy days, especially Friday. That looks like it's going to be the wettest and dampest and certainly the coolest day of the next 7. Otherwise, the rest of the 7-day forecast probably pretty tolerable here across the region.
This is Karen's land. It's been here a long time, and so is she, along with Mojo. The first fence post went up here. Now there's 5,000 of them. After the storm, she started the cleanup here. This is more than just land, it's home. Karen runs with us on a John Deere 3E Series tractor, because who says a day's work has to take all day? Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere 3E Series for more.
Visit 21st Century Equipment in Alliance, Torrington, Scottsbluff, and Bridgeport, or visit 21stcenturyequipment.com.
As farmers make plans to return to their fields for spring planting, we urge farmers to be alert to the dangers of working near overhead power lines. Electricity is one of the most overlooked, yet deadly hazards of working on a farm. Beware of increased height when loading and transporting equipment on trailers. Avoid raising the arms of planters or cultivators or raising truck beds near power lines. So let's take extra caution this spring planting season. This message brought to you by
Roosevelt Public Power District, your touch-tone energy partner, the power of human connections.
At TC & More in Scottsbluff, we have toys and puzzles for your children, or they make a great gift. TC & More has craft activities, pretend play toys, and dozens of puzzles and games for all ages. We also have the largest supply of Melissa and Doug toys. And we still carry all of your classroom essentials. Remember to like TC & More on Facebook. TC & More, 1621 Broadway, beautiful downtown Scottsbluff.
Welcome back. 11 Panhandle sites have been selected as stops for the Nebraska Tourism Commission's 2020 Passport Program. Director John Rick says they have pushed the start and end date of the program back this year due to the uncertainty due to the COVID-19 pandemic, but says it's the right decision to delay. Visitors from Nebraska and beyond will be encouraged to visit as many sites as possible and get their passport stamped. And local locations this year include Brewery 719 in Alliance, Village Pizza in Hemmingford, and the Potter Sundry. In total, the 2020 Passport will feature 70 attractions in 10 themed categories. Well, today, the Nebraska Supreme Court upheld the conviction of a Colorado man who was sentenced last year to 20 years in prison for drug and weapons charges in Scottsbluff County. 29-year-old Justin Knight was convicted in 2018 on charges of possession of methamphetamine, more than 140 grams, possession of a defaced firearm, and felon in possession of a firearm. Knight appealed his conviction to the Supreme Court on claims that the trial court erred by denying his motion to suppress, insufficient evidence to support his convictions, and his trial counsel was ineffective in various ways. In the Supreme Court's 19-page ruling released today, the High Court found that Knight failed to substantiate any of his claims and, in turn, affirmed his 3 felony convictions. And a Wyoming prison inmate is dead in an apparent suicide. Wyoming Department of Corrections officials said that they will investigate the Saturday death of 48-year-old Jeffrey Robert Brown at the state medium security prison in Torrington. Brown was serving a 20 to 30-year sentence for attempted second-degree murder. A judge sentenced Brown in 2009 for slitting his wife's throat in a dispute at their home in Glendo the previous summer. Brown surrendered to law enforcement 2 days later. Well, straight ahead, it's National Ag Day. Chabella Guzman will have more in that at the Ag Desk right after this.
A guy brought me on a first date to Runza. And I'm like, are you trying to talk to me while I'm eating Runza? No, slow your roll. Don't get in the middle of this.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Leaf Heads.
You said yes. Together, you planned every detail. You married. And then you realized 500 square feet just isn't enough room for 2. When life happens, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today. You decide to add another to your family. You start reading parenting books. You're amazed that such a small human could need so much space. When life happens, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today.
This is KNEB TV Ag News from the First National Bank Ag Desk. First National Bank of North Platte, the bank to think of first.
Today is National Agriculture Day, and U.S. Secretary of Agriculture Sonny Perdue discusses the importance of America's farmers, ranchers, foresters, and producers.
And during these times, one thing has remained steadfast, and that's America's farmers, ranchers, and producers. For the past half century, National Ag Day has played a key role in helping the American public understand where their food and fiber comes from and how important agriculture is to our national economy. Our farmers, ranchers, foresters, producers in America are feeding and clothing the world. Now more than ever, it's important that the American people remember that for all the food on those grocery shelves, that some farmer grew it.
Perdue says during these uncertain times, ag producers are still working.
Food is essential all year round, but in the face of a pandemic, it's critical the shelves remain stocked and supplies remain plentiful. President Trump's whole of government approach is ensuring food and essentials are constantly available. America's farmers and ranchers and those on the front lines in the food service industry are doing their part, and we are forever grateful. Today on National Ag Day, I challenge you, the American public, to keep our farmers, ranchers, and producers on their minds for all their work to provide us a safe, healthy, and abundant food supply.
President Trump proclaimed March 24th as National Agricultural Day.
For the card-carrying fan, get your Husker Visa debit card so you can take the game with you. Free with First Free Checking.
Are you ready to join the celebration? Then what are you waiting for? Switch to VIAERO today and find out exactly why we're better. More towers than the competition, convenient stores in your neighborhood, friendly, helpful customer service, and top phones at excellent values, such as the iPhone XR for free. That's right. Get a free iPhone XR when you purchase any other iPhone of equal or greater value. VIAERO Wireless, your better choice for wireless service.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gering, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gering at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want you to plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. With our personalized trust and estate planning services, our trust services can help you do just that. When it comes to estate planning, you should seek professional help. And when you do, you should have confidence in the financial institution you choose to handle your trust. At Platte Valley Bank, we pride ourselves in keeping our trust operations local and serving our friends and neighbors. We offer highly personalized, full line of personal trust and estate planning. Give us a call today and see how our trust services can help you.
And finally tonight, Gering City leaders will explore placing an LB 357 half-cent sales tax increase for infrastructure before voters later this year. In their first teleconference meeting due to the COVID-19 outbreak, the City Council voted unanimously to request a meeting of the Public Works Committee to discuss the issue for the November ballot and to provide details on projects that would be funded through such an increase. Mayor Tony Kaufman tells KNB News that the city still has some very specific infrastructure needs after the voters narrowly rejected such a proposal 4 years ago.
We were just short 168 votes last time we took it to the voters. Obviously, there's a lot of infrastructure needs in the community. We just feel that this is something that we really need to take a look at again. And so we wanted to have staff have an opportunity to address that and really show us the magnitude of what we could do with those funds if the voters allowed it.
Kaufman tells us with the idea of placing the issue before voters in November, there's plenty of time for city staff to give residents detailed information on possible projects that could be funded by the additional sales tax revenues. He says considering the issue now will also give time for supporters to organize an informational effort on behalf of the ballot question. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you here next time.